Hey true believers, this is Mr. Miracle, and today I'm coming at you with my comic book contest entry for Comichead84's 200 subscriber contest. Now I know he's gone over a little bit of 200 by now, but definitely worth giving him a push to 300. His channel is great. He's a hilarious guy to watch on his YouTube channel. Go and watch the Poltergeist that he has live on his channel all the time. So he wanted us to do a video that showed 3 books. Our favorite X-Men book, our favorite Batman book, and our favorite Galactus/Silver Surfer book. So my favorite X-Men book is the Fantastic Four, number 28. So in this book, we see the team cross over into another series for the first time. There was some single character crossovers, and there was some cameo appearance crossovers of the entire team. But this is the first time that we see the entire team cross over into another group of characters' books, into another series, into the Fantastic Four. But more importantly, this book really establishes the anti-mutant sentiment. There is a conversation in the beginning of this book between Sue and Reed, where Sue is talking about how she's not sure if she could trust the X-Men because they're mutants, and she wasn't sure about what to make of mutants. So this book really starts to establish that it's not just something in Professor Xavier's head. It's not just something Magneto is talking about. They kind of have a couple sentences in the X-Men comic books talking about themselves, amongst themselves. But this is the first time we see a non-mutant character express any sort of anti-mutant sentiment. And that really establishes things for X-Men number 8, where they really start to take off. This book came out in 1965, the same time that X-Men number 6 had. So they hadn't really explored it fully in the X-Men's own series. But here we see for the first time that it's not just something that mutants are thinking, that it's actually growing sentiment in the entire Marvel Universe. And of course, that anti-mutant sentiment that was a play on racism for Marvel Comics set up so many storylines for every mutant comic, not just the X-Men, from this book on, and especially, you know, starting after X-Men number 8, where they really start to explore that whole anti-mutant sentiment going out. But this book is where, like I said, the first time we see that it's not just, you know, something that's in Professor Xavier's head, that there is a true anti-mutant sentiment that is spreading throughout the Marvel Comics universe. All right. For my Batman book, I had to pick Batman number 251. Great Neil Adams cover on this book for sure. Very classic. This is a very, very nice copy. I wanted a copy of this book in really nice condition for a while. This book marks the return of Joker back to more of the original character that came out of the 40s and 50s. So in the 40s and 50s, Joker was much more of a sociopath. The idea behind Joker's motivation, he doesn't really have evil. He's just, or he is evil, but he does things that amuse him. If he thinks something is funny, that's why he does it. If it's funny to him to kill a bunch of people in a building with the Smilex gas, he's going to do it because it's funny to him. That's what makes him such a great villain versus Batman. And the Joker is definitely my favorite Batman villain. Batman is so logical. He's a detective. He's a genius. He's a billionaire. Everything for him is, you know, one step after the other. And there's no steps for the Joker. He's just chaos. And it really, you know, the Joker is just the perfect villain for Batman, and my favorite Batman villain for sure. So that's my pick, Batman 251. However, you know, I had a hard time not picking this book instead, which is Batman number 181, first appearance of Poison Ivy. Poison Ivy is my favorite female character, villain, or superhero in all of comic books. I just really have always liked the character Poison Ivy, and I was super glad to get this issue into my collection. It does have the pinup intact. If you go out to buy this issue, anybody, please make sure the pinup is in the center. There's a pinup of Batman and Robin. It makes a huge difference in the price value of this book, having that pinup in there or not. So that was my second choice. But my first choice was Batman 251. Okay. And I have a lot of Silver Surfer Galactus books. I put up a video about Silver Surfer and Galactus just this week, as well as you can see some here behind me. Out of all my Silver Surfer books, though, it's got to be 1968, Silver Surfer #1, with that fantastic John Buscema cover. However, this cover is a super classic. More importantly to me, it also contains Silver Surfer's origin story, the whole him sacrificing himself to save his planet Zenla and save his true love Shalabal. And Norrin sacrifices himself to become the Herald of Galactus. Galactus had some trouble with a couple of other heralds beforehand that were getting out of control. This is the first time, though, that someone volunteered to become the Herald. And Galactus thinks, yeah, this is a good idea. I'll have much more control over the Silver Surfer, Norrin because he volunteered, than I did over my others. And, of course, this leads to Fantastic Four 48, where he first appears on Earth. Like I said, I have lots of Silver Surfer Galactus appearances. I'm a big fan of both those characters myself. But this is my favorite book for Silver Surfer Galactus for sure. But I don't want to leave Galactus totally out. So I have an honorable mention. And that is Silver Surfer #18 from Volume 3. In this book is the only time I remember seeing a fist fight that Galactus has. He literally, there's a panel of him, hitting the in-betweener with a left cross, followed by a big right uppercut. Not very often you're ever going to see Galactus fist fighting with another character. Not many characters that could go toe-to-toe with a fist fight with Galactus. The in-betweener would be one of them. But yeah, it's a fantastic story. There's some super cool panels in here. I'm going to open it up and show you because it's just so cool. Do a quick. Check it out, right? Big right cross by Galactus there. Oh yeah, look at that full splash page, fighting with the in-betweener. This is a great comic book read. It's super cheap. It is in no way a key or have any kind of key value to it. I just really like the story. I thought it was a pretty funny dichotomy to watch these two fantastically cosmic characters actually go toe-to-toe with one another, giving each other blows. So that's my honorable mention, just because I didn't want to leave Galactus totally out of what could be a favorite story. So that's my entry, Comichead. Thanks for having this contest. Good luck on getting to 300 subscribers, brother. I like your channel. Everybody out there should go out and subscribe to Comichead. Please subscribe to my channel as well. Like this video so it gets seen around by more people. Make your own contest video. I know Comichead is hoping to get lots of entries. This has been Mr. Miracle. This has been a contest entry video. I'll see you next time.